Hola guys, it's Tarot Tess here to do a reading for this weekend, which is, depending on where you are, crap, what day is it? I'm just now getting back in the swing of things on teacher workload. I'm so freaking tired right now. I could literally close my eyes and sleep forever. I got into my night owl self over the break, and now I have to go back to being my early riser self. So. Alright, so January 5th. Okay, good. Alright. Alright. So, what messages are there for all zodiac signs for this weekend, January 5th? Through Monday, January 8th, all the way through midnight of January. So I'll give you Monday. Hopefully we'll get some good messages so we won't have any Monday blues. Lady sings the blues. Sorry, I was in my head for a second. I love Billie Holiday. Oh my goodness. I discovered her during a traumatic time in my life on accident. And now I can't get enough of her. I can't listen to her all the time because she's really depressing. But if you haven't listened to Billie Holiday, then where have you been? I mean, she's been dead a while, but still. She has really good songs. Oh. Okay. You know, we're probably going to get a love reading because they almost always end up being that way. So I want to take this Love Oracle deck. I'm going to put it all right side up. I think that's going to help because they're all in different orders, I believe. Yeah, they're all in different orders. Something happened when I was doing all the 2018 mantra readings and they got mixed up. But before I do that, I do want to tell you, I'm doing like a little contest, okay? I just came up with it this morning, so I'm going to have to really try hard to follow through. But I'm going to hide the High Priestess somewhere around where I live. I'm not going to say it's like down the street or anything. It's going to be in the vicinity of my home, if not in my home, okay? But I can't tell you where I'm going to put it. If, through tarot cards, you are able to guess precisely where I have hidden the High Priestess, representative of myself, this is my significator, then I will buy you a tarot deck of your choice. But no more than $30, okay? So, I haven't hidden her yet, okay? So don't be thinking yet, because I haven't hidden her. I mean, she's right here. I use this particular one from, like, the Lover's Tarot deck, I think. So, be thinking about that. Now, if the tarot cards aren't available, like I can't buy them, like they're out of stock or something, then don't expect miracles, okay? Alright, so let me put all these in order. I feel really bad, but... Oh, also, I got a new tarot deck. I've been wanting this for a long time. I think that's kind of what made me think of it. It's the Angel Answers by Doreen Virtue and, was it Randolph Valentine? Radley Valentine. Okay, anyway. And they're the ones that give you answers. I love these. Because it's just, sometimes you need a straight answer, like when, in a few months. Although you can't really get that one, you just have to pull and see what you get. Okay, so let me go ahead and shuffle those too, because we're probably going to need those. So what messages are there for all zodiac signs for the weekend of January 5th all the way through Monday, midnight, January 8th? What messages, what information do all zodiac signs need to know? Now obviously, because I'm doing all zodiac signs, this is open for all zodiac signs, but it's not going to apply to every single person in the world. So please don't ask me about that. You're like, all signs? Yes, all signs, but not in the way you're thinking. Also, let's do the Sexy Decameron deck. I'm thinking of getting the Tarot of Sexual Magic because this one's just really weird. It's like not even a good sexy thing. I don't know. It's weird. Alright, what messages are there for all zodiac signs for January 5th through January 8th, 2018? No, we have a hard time saying that. Oh my goodness. Alright, what messages are there for all zodiac signs from January 5th through Monday, January 8th? What messages are there? Alright. So I'm going to have to put these in order. Sorry, guys. I don't think I'm going to use these. Well, of course, those are in order. I think. No, those don't matter. Okay. All right. I can treat you to some Billie Holiday styles. I'm not sure what you say to that. We'll see. There ain't nothing that I can do, or nothing I can say, that folks don't criticize me. But I'm going to do just as I want to anyway, and don't care just what people say. If I should take a notion to jump into the ocean, ain't nobody's business if I do. If I go to church on Sunday, then cabaret all day Monday, ain't nobody's business if I do. Okay. That was terrible, by the way, but I should have practiced. And there we go. Ooh, 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups. Can we just pretty much say, like, we're all going to get the best in the whole world? Everything we wish for? Let's just stop there. There you go. That's your reading. Although that Christmas reading was awesome. Everybody was getting miracles. It was freaking awesome. You guys should see me right now. I'm wearing this little beanie skull cap thing. I'm not sure what you call it. And I look so cute because my little hair is just hanging down, and then I have this hat on. And it's made with fleece on the inside, so it's really warm. Because this fucking office is really freaking cold. Not the rest of the place, just here. Hence why I have a blankie. I can't cover up my hands, so did I already shuffle this? I think I did. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, what messages are there for all zodiac signs for this weekend, January 5th through Monday, January 8th? What messages are there for all zodiac signs? What messages are there for all zodiac signs for this weekend? What do all zodiac signs need to know? What's coming towards them? King of Cups reversed. Alright, so Scorpios, this must be for you because you guys had this. I was like, oh no, Scorpios, no. So we probably have some repressed feelings on the positive side. But it could just be water signs are having a hard time, because this is usually a person. But if it's not a person in particular, it's just describing the fact that this person is hiding their emotions. And it's probably because they're very emotional. Alright, let's keep going. What messages do all zodiac signs? Okay, I think that was justice, but oh my goodness, come on guys. Oh, 3 of Cups. Are you guys drinking? Are you seriously drinking? You guys have got to stop drinking so much. The moon reversed. Yeah, oh my goodness, you guys. Pisces too. This could just be Pisces. You guys are drinking too much. You guys are partying this weekend, and I don't know if it's because you got engaged or what, but I guess not. Maybe you got back together with somebody. You had a reunion. But I still see lots of drinking. What's that about? If you're happy, why are you drinking? Or if you got engaged, why are you drinking? Maybe that's something you'd be asking yourself. Alright, let's see here. Alright. The Star reversed. Oh my goodness. Did I shuffle this deck? I could have sworn I did before I got on camera. Maybe. I don't remember. Did I? No, it was while I was on camera. So 2 major arcana next to each other, and they're both reversed. Why? I guess you want me to tell you that, right? Okay. I'm going to keep going though. What messages do all zodiac signs need to know? What's coming towards them? 4 of Wands. So maybe you guys did get married, or you're going to a wedding, or you did make some kind of public announcement. But boy, you do not seem happy. I think you didn't want it to be public with the Star reversed. Or maybe somebody announced it and you hadn't really actually proposed. And I'm just guessing there, guys. I'm sorry. And it's like you're kind of waiting for everything to clear. So if you got engaged recently, then you may just be waiting for all the hubbub to clear. And then some of you, in your side, like in your feelings, you don't feel like it's right, and you're kind of waiting for that clear signal, and you're not getting it. And you're like, well, what have I gotten myself into? And it doesn't look all that great. It's like there's some kind of insight you're not getting with the star reversed and the moon reversed. And yet we have celebration twice. It's like in the middle of all this celebration, you're not getting that clear direction you need, that revelation you need to know you're doing the right thing. And if you're doubting it in some way, then you need to be questioning yourself why you're doing that. Two of Cups reversed. You guys, these are so conflicting. We have all the celebration, and then we have like breakup. So maybe you decide, oh wait, I don't really feel right about this, and then I break up off the engagement. This is very odd. I'm not going to sing before any more readings because this is confusing. I don't know what... I mean, things are still positive with the Two of Cups reversed. But it's like somebody's not getting healing emotionally. And I will tell you, if this is about feelings, because not everybody's getting engaged, right? If this is about repressing your feelings as a King of Cups reversed. It's like you're going out dating, getting drunk, kind of like getting out of your head to escape yourself. Like again, he's running from himself, his true feelings, his wants. Now it doesn't have to be a male. I'm just saying that's what you talk about when you talk about him. And there's so much water in here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is for water signs, but especially spicy. Pisces and Scorpio, spicy. Oh, this is wonderful. Spicy. Okay. The star, because this woman is naked, is about being vulnerable. It's about saying if you like or love somebody. Like having that vulnerability and the courage to do it. It's also a love connection. It's communicating those loving, vulnerable feelings. And it's in reverse. For some reason I wanted to say Scorpio. So, because you guys are you're always bottled up like that. Well, at least, how do I say that? You're open, but only so much. And that's with anybody. And the moon reversed, I don't feel like there's like half-truths coming out. And the thing is, I think you're very emotional as well, but you're hiding it. And you're probably hiding it by suppressing it with alcohol. And just overall good times, maybe even promiscuity here with the Three of Cups. And King of Cups reversed is very promiscuous. I feel like you're just trying to get away. But what are you running away from? Is it like a reunion, happiness, marriage, a commitment, yourself? What is it you really want? And don't run away from it. Okay, with the moon reversed here, this tells me if you control those emotions in a better way, it's going to write the situation in your favor. It's like you're waiting for things to clear and then they don't. And so there's emotional instability all over the place here. You're not taking any risks. But you're also not seeing clearly. This says you need to face your fears. Some of you are self-medicating whatever that means to you, but it looks like alcohol or sex. And if you're doing alcohol and sex, it's obviously not your desire, because that's what you're doing to run away from your desire. Why are you doing something you don't want to do? What the star here in reverse, it says that you're fearful. And it's like you're trying to, like you have this need to suffer in some way. And that's not true. I'm seeing like all these spiritual waters, which are feelings, are being stopped up. And so this stopping continues. It just keeps building up, and you're going to explode. I don't know if you're going through some kind of hopelessness, a lot of pessimism, maybe stuck in the past, or you feel like there is no good future out there. This is saying seek validation elsewhere. If you've broken up and you really wanted to be committed to somebody, well, find it somewhere else. Don't continue to pretty much self-destruct. We could be talking about Aquarians too, because I just now saw that was them. Okay. Because with the Four of Wands, you're wanting harmony. You're wanting balance. You're wanting freedom from all this oppression. But really, you're oppressing yourself here. And Two of Cups right after it says everything's not lost. Okay? It's still positive. And you should still be positive. Maybe you're not willing to give a truce to somebody. Or you feel like somebody lost affection for you. But you need to be working on all your relationships here. But especially in love. This says you could forgive and forget and start fresh. Why not? Freedom from oppression, and then freedom from whatever was holding you guys down. I mean, the Four of Wands upright is pretty much the only nice card in here, because Three of Cups is bad when you're doing all this other stuff that's negative around it. Normally it's harmony and getting together and all that, but then when we have the Two of Cups reversed, that's what's going on here. Now, Two of Cups reversed also says go back to Ace of Cups. And what is Ace of Cups? It's an offer of love. It's forgiveness. It's emotional. So I feel like you're not able to forgive yourself for something. You're not able to forgive somebody else. Something of that nature. Okay? And that's what needs to be worked on. And I do feel like you're going to have a good surprise that comes up. Maybe somebody decides to reconcile with you and you didn't think they would. And you were wanting to. And you can kind of get caught up in the moment because it was a surprise. But this says time is right for breakthrough. Time is right to have that truce, get things working. But you're probably upset about a separation because we did have that Three of Swords in reverse. So I feel like if you're separated, it may be temporary. But in the meantime, don't fuck everything up. Okay? All right, let's clarify with this deck that I put in order. Oh, okay. Eight of Pentacles. You guys are working so hard. You're putting in so much effort. Okay. You could even be artistic because he is painting over here. And if you notice, it's a hug between a guy and a girl. So that could be about a relationship for sure. But Eight of Pentacles is putting in tons of effort on stuffing all your feelings. Oh my goodness. Why? It's a prolonged state. Like you keep doing it, keep doing it. And then Eight of Pentacles is actually an engagement card. So there's a possibility that you're wanting to get engaged or you're having to break off an engagement. And it also says if you keep stuffing your feelings down, you're gonna be successful at it. And is that something you want to be successful at? If there's somebody you're not revealing your feelings to, because this can be hiding your feelings, because you don't want to be vulnerable, you're not saying anything. Eight of Pentacles says take the damn initiative and do it. You know, what's the harm? Do it and then don't. Do it and then wait for something. If it never happens, then at least you said you tried, you know? Or at least you can say you tried. Why is the Three of Cups here? I thought we were going to get a nice reading, guys. Probably Four of Pentacles. No, oh, Five of Pentacles, close. So you're feeling all alone, and then you're feeling all alone, and yet you're in the crowd. So again, it's got to be a very emotional sign where you're with people and yet you can't connect. You feel like you're the only one. You're the only person there. And not in a vain way. You're going through something emotionally. I wish I could just reach out and give you guys a hug. This is very sad. Okay, why is the moon reversed here? If we had Five of Cups, I would say you're mending a broken heart, but that's not it. It's Five of Pentacles, which is you're feeling all isolated. Ooh, okay. It's almost like you feel like you can't get a connection, but you want one. But yet you're stuffing your feelings. Okay. So we could be dealing with Aries, the Emperor, and then Ace of Swords, clarity of belief. But what I'm seeing with the Emperor here, it says lead. You've got to take the initiative. You've got to take action, even with this moon reversed. You have to take action on emotional instability. You're not, like, take action on facing your fears is mostly what I get here. Sorry, if you saw that light pop up, it's one of my parents. She calls all the time. And if I answer, I'm on the phone for 2 hours. I'm not exaggerating. If I call her so she doesn't think I'm avoiding her phone calls, well, then I'm on the phone for 2 hours. So I just don't answer anymore. I'm just like, I don't know what else to do. I can't talk for 2 hours. I got too much to do. Alright. And then we, of course, have the Ace of Swords. When it's upright, that's good. Okay, this is good news. If you're worried about a love interest, they actually have a crush on you. So be more vulnerable. For whatever reason, you're not wanting to take the initiative, but you need to, because I don't think this person is. I don't know why I'm holding it up to my microphone. I'm so sorry. I keep holding it up to the microphone like that's what's going on. And see, also with the moon here in reverse and the Ace of Swords, you guys, you have a clear path to communicate. Okay? The moon in the upright position is miscommunication. Okay? But in reverse, it's communication that's good. And then Ace of Swords is very clear communication. No miscommunication there. If it were in reverse, it would be. But I'm also seeing you're not really waiting to hear from somebody. You're just going to take action. So don't wait for somebody to take the initiative. You do it. Okay? And I'm not sure why, but especially if you're a male with this Emperor here and this guy next to him, and of course King of Cups. If you're a male, definitely take the initiative, but anybody in general. I don't know, I feel like there's something here, because the Emperor talks about beliefs and codes of conduct. So with the Ace of Swords here, it's as if he's trying to finalize an emotional or even sexual belief that he has. Because sometimes King of Cups reverse is talking about sexual repression as well. And this Ace of Swords is infatuation. So it's like somebody's trying to reckon these two beliefs that they have, possibly for like a person. So realizing that they have some kind of a attraction or infatuation to somebody, but they're trying to deny it or stuff it down or whatever that might be. And this is a really, really powerful attraction, because everybody's completely sure of their feelings. And I could even see like love at first sight. And this is, the Ace of Swords says something has to be done. Okay, and this says you have to take the lead. You have to communicate. Okay, so definitely communicate with somebody. Because we have the Star in reverse, and that's not communicating. It's also not being vulnerable enough to communicate, or being open when you communicate. You might communicate, but it's closed off. All right, wrong card then. Okay. Why is the Star reversed here? Why is the Star reversed here? Also with the Ace of Swords near the Star, I feel like you just need to be optimistic. There's so much pessimism. Just lots of depression. Definitely depression. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, that's your repression. Your repression is depression. Oh, Eight of Cups. Moving on. There is some kind of a belief or a philosophy that somebody or even feelings that somebody's not communicating. They're searching for true love, but you're not nursing a broken heart, or we would have the Five of Cups. But this guy reminds me of isolation. When I saw that Three of Swords reversed, I saw you wanted to come out of it. But there may be some kind of an apology that needs to happen with that Three of Swords that was reversed. Now, some of you, this is going to apply to you if you're self-employed. And then there's a little bit in here about wanting to be noticed or wanting to be famous, but almost like being obsessed with it. And I'm seeing you're kind of dropping that dream. Okay, you're just like moving on from it. But I feel like you really need to be optimistic, and you're just emotionally withdrawing. That's another word down here that come up on the other decks sometimes, is emotional withdrawal. So again, you're just stuffing it all in and not letting it come out. But also this means follow a philosophy, follow a belief, but the star's in reverse, so it's like it's not happening. You should be following your desires and your emotions, but you're not really doing it. And so the advice is to actually do it. Move on from the past or whatever it is that you're dealing with, and so on. But I also feel like there might be an apology. And if you're not getting one, then that might just be moving on without it. I'm going to get another card. Why is a star in the Eight of Cups here? Ooh, the Fool. Yep, definitely moving on with new beginnings. Wow. And I feel like there's lots of hope. So maybe you're moving on from not communicating and not being vulnerable, and you're actually following the advice. Because I do say surprise here too. Also, I kind of feel you'll be immune to the consequences of all that you've been doing. So look at you. And there's something, I think you want to move on and just be carefree. But what I really would caution you on is what exactly are you moving on from? Because if you're wanting to be free, but then you really have a desire for something, aren't you just repressing it still? Also, because it says trust down here, and the star is somebody who's not trusting, because when you're vulnerable, it means you trust. I'm just seeing like a lack of an awareness, a lack of awakening, and you're going to clear it up. But here, you're going to have to trust that you're going to be on the right path. You may not feel like you are now. Maybe you're not. Because obviously I don't see any kind of stability here. But I feel like you're eventually going to move on from this instability. But you're going to have to trust, almost like a childlike trust. And I get this idea too that what you put out is what you get back. And what you're doing is you're not putting anything out. You're not willing to be vulnerable enough to do that. And so what are you getting? Well, you're not getting anything. You're alone in a crowd. You've got to be able to intermingle with people. Okay, why is the Four of Wands here? Why is the Four of Wands here? Oop. Two of Cups, wow. There's definitely some kind of partnership or marriage or wedding. And it's right in front of Two of Cups reversed. So I do feel like there's some kind of a coming together. Of course, now it's upright, which is even better. Now, there is somebody who's really set in their ways. This is probably you, okay? And we're talking about denying what you're attracted to. And this over here is telling me you are super attracted. I mean, this is This is a soulmate type of relationship here. And so you're very set in your ways, but you have this really undeniable attraction for someone. You're their type and they're your type, because obviously if you're twin flames. But I mean, like, this person is it for you. Like, I'm surprised we don't have the Empress and the High Priestess, and to me those are like the people who are it for, you know, someone. And also with the Eight of Cups over here, you're looking for a soulmate. But this person is your soulmate, and yet you're not open with them. Why are you not open with your soulmate? Because it's actually a sign of respect to do that. And so I think you are going to end up having a truce to kind of come together at a meeting place. Okay, why is the Two of Cups reversed? Oh, there's the High Priestess. Listen. So yeah, when you have that truce, there's a connection there. And it says be positive and actually listen to what they have to say. There may be something you need to hear. Or if you take the initiative, maybe you'll end up hearing what you need to hear or what you want to hear. And I feel as if all this depression and isolation, you're doing it quietly. Nobody really knows. I mean, they probably know something's wrong, but that's just the intuition letting them know. But I feel like you need to listen about whether or not you should be married to somebody and whether or not you should express your feelings to someone. Only you are going to know this, okay? And the thing is, you and this other person are capable of learning and listening from each other. And I do feel like this is a revelation that comes through. This could deal with somebody who is into philosophy, okay? Because we do have philosophy over here. Could even be occult or psychic studies. This might even be somebody you consider a mistress in some way. But I feel like you should be deciding what is appropriate and then in due time reveal your feelings. But right now you're just staying silent. I feel like there's some kind of a secret, and it's the stuffed feelings. And you're just reflecting and just really inside of yourself. But you're not taking action, you're reserved. Okay. Why is the High Priestess and the Two of Cups reversed here? Oh, fuck. Alright, so it's the Empress. The Empress was the other it card. Remember, I just said it. So this person is fucking it for you, shit. And yet you're not connected somehow. I mean, you're connected, you know, because they're your twin flame, but you're not together. And the reason you're not together is because you're not saying jack shit. Like, I'm a little frustrated with you guys because I'm seeing it. And also with this Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing more like psychic work, more occult, more religion, more faith. I feel like there is a lack of faith that something will work out or that you can reunite. And I feel like you need to have more faith as well. Like, really work on it. And I feel like you could miss an opportunity if you continue to purposely keep yourself in the dark. Because it's not like a bad deception at all. I mean, this person is your it person. Also, I feel like it's important to urge you that you should act with love. And I get this idea that you're being passive in the midst of all this turmoil because it gives you some kind of a power with the Emperor here and the High Priestess. But being passive in turmoil is not powerful at all. Because when you interconnect with people and share all that watery, gooey goodness, that's really powerful. So you kind of get this idea of vulnerability and isn't weakness, okay? I must be talking to the men out here, because that's such a stereotype that men can't be vulnerable or emotional. That's just not true. But yeah, whomever is like you're the one that you're just honed in on, like you feel like you have a psychic awareness with them, you've got to fucking reveal your feelings, okay? I feel like you probably know this person, or you've known them, sorry. Because like all these emotions, they're like right beneath the surface. They're there, and you're just being passive. And that's not being true to yourself. It's denying yourself. It's denying the connection. And so you're not taking care of yourself in that way. And boy, I mean, like, I get this notion because everything's so deep that I get the idea of still waters run deep. Like, the waters aren't really still. All right, let's see. Why is the Empress and the High Priestess and the Two of Cups reversed? There is some kind of idea of, like, marriage, commitment. Ooh, Scorpio's card, the Death card. Scorpio's going to be talking about you. Release. I feel like this is a release of emotions. Because if you look, he's like opening up his chest pretty much and revealing his skin, which is what, you know, the star should be doing. But it's like revealing your chest. Oh gosh. I'm going to have another email like, reveal your chest. But it's like opening up to allow somebody the possibility of hurting you and just trusting they won't. Because if you don't do this advice that I'm telling you, it's going to be over before it even begins. And for some reason I get the feeling you'd be just happy if that happened, because you wouldn't have to take a risk. Because the moon in reverse is no risk. So I'm seeing you better. Like, you have to take an action. You have to take the initiative. It's not really a choice here with the Ace of Swords. And also with that Empress that we had over here, if you do this, the results are going to be much better than you expect. It's going to be reciprocated. Like, everything is reciprocated here. But you're fearful that it's not going to be. So I don't know what happened in the past with you guys. But it's alright. Now, there may have been, in the past, there was like a long-time relationship that ended because somebody thought somebody was cheating, or you guys were just detached for some reason. But I'm saying you have to have some kind of an ending in order to begin something else, something good. So some of you may already be in a relationship or even married, and you may have to end that before you can be with this other person. That could be why I'm seeing like marriage and over, but also marriage. I'm not saying you're going to get married right away. Please don't. If you get divorced, please don't get married right away. I'm also seeing with the King of Cups over here, most likely a Scorpio, just because we have possessive. And Scorpios are like the ultimate possessors. And so again, I'm seeing you're keeping things to yourself, but also this connection you have, I almost get the feeling like I'm not going to make a move or say anything, but pretty much you better not be with anybody else. Wow. Okay. And there is a secret determination, a secret ambition to be with this person, but you're not saying anything. Quiet as a mouse. No, you're even more quiet than that. But if it's not over before it's begun, then you guys are going to have a brand new beginning. But it's all going to stem from opening up. And Scorpios get this a lot, or at least recently, so I do feel like it's a lot for them too. And then I'm also seeing with Death and the moon over here reversed, this person either has or will emotionally disrupt you. Actually, they probably have. That's why you're like upside down. You're like thrown for a fucking loop in some way, but you're not letting on that that's happened. But yeah, you've been thrown for a loop emotionally. Somebody just came in and disrupted your life like they were the fucking tower. And the tower's not here, so it's not a bad thing. It was a good thing because it says this change was needed. You needed to have it. I don't think emotionally you were getting what you needed. Or you couldn't find a connection in that way. But I do see lots of secrets regarding feelings. And I'm also seeing you were so emotionally hungry for this connection. You find it, and you're too fucking scared. I don't know what that's about. Why run from what you know is real? So you're not mending a broken heart, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, if you leave somebody else, you're still not brokenhearted over it because you know you have something real. I mean, you have the High Priestess and the Empress, which means this person is everything. Like, you would put them on a freaking pedestal, okay? And so this emotional hunger that you have has been driving you to transform and to make that change you need. That's going to be really good. You could even end any kind of abusive behaviors to other people or towards yourself. For instance, I think like promiscuity and drinking too much, even drugs perhaps, any kind of an addiction that's over here. That's self-harm, okay? It's not cutting yourself, but it's self-harm. And that just makes me very sad. So you need to end that abusive behavior towards yourself. And the thing is, the Empress also says this was an unexpected kind of like windfall, almost like money-wise. But it's not money, okay? It's a person. It's emotions. And you're afraid it's going to be worse than good. But the Empress says things are going to be better than you expect. Okay, so don't listen to that inner voice that says this is going to be bad, it's not going to work out. You know, maybe you had a friend, and this friend is the one who's it. And so you end the friendship with it, you become more committed. I do see higher commitment coming. And you're loyal to this person in some ways, but you're not loyal to yourself. I'm not sure what that's about. That may be me just, I don't know, I get that feeling though. But there's a complete and total transformation coming. And you know, once you take that step, you're not going to be able to like come back from this line that you've crossed. But it's a good line to cross, okay? It's not like, I don't know, going into the abyss and like dying out in space or something. I don't know. Nothing bad. It's all good. It's like the abyss of ooey gooey goodness. I can't think of a better way to say it. That's just my Cancer side coming out. Okay. Well, I don't know if this the Cameron deck is quite appropriate, but we shall see. What messages are there for all zodiac signs for this weekend, January 5th through January 8th, Monday, January 8th. Oh, wow. That flew. Did you see it? 3 of Cups. Okay. Look what he's doing. That's crazy. He's like reaching in her butt. I mean, he's probably, you know, well, anyway, it just looks like he's reaching in her butt. We needed some giggles, so. Okay. 3 of Cups. Ooh, naivety, fun, innocent play. You need some of that, but I don't really think it's innocent what you're doing. Because to me, 3 of Cups is like dating around, fucking around. Okay. The Devil. Ooh, lots of passion. I could see promiscuity here. But also, this is like, I mean, who says a twin flame soulmate connection can't have super duper passion? 6 of Cups. Now, the 6 of Cups meaning is different in this deck. But just the fact that we have 6 of Cups makes me know it is a soulmate connection and most likely somebody from your past. Because I mean, how would you have feelings for like this for somebody that you just met? That wouldn't make any sense. Even though love at first sight, it's like it was love at first sight when you knew them previously. But okay, and then we have the devil. So this is about some addiction. Somebody is doing something addictive. But let's look at the definition. But I do see a lot of extreme sexual desires that are most likely being repressed. Okay. Anxiety and extreme sensuality. Yeah, I do see that. Anxiety, extreme sensuality is definitely here. Okay. To fight boredom of repeatedness, try new and original ways. Joy can come from suffering. And again, I did get the idea that you guys needed to suffer. But it's not a good suffering. Okay? Like, I really feel like you're just doing meaningless things. Like to get out of your head. And really, this opportunity over here would get you out of your head the same way. But I don't think you guys are bored at all. Okay, 6 of Cups. Melancholy, sad memories, a need for serenity. Okay, so it's not that bad. But you do. You have some really sad memories. You're feeling sad. And you need some peace. And it's all the fuck over here. Not over here, where you're doing all this crazy stuff. It's over here, where you finally open up and have a connection with the person you're probably trying to forget about. Oh, what's that song? It just came into my head. It's not Do I Want to Know. Or is it? I don't know, but the lyric is like spilling drinks on my settee. Something like that. I get the feeling like this person is drinking because they're, thinking about this person. And they fall asleep. Like they're just in a daze of alcohol. And they're wanting to know if the feelings flow both ways. And yeah, they are. But at the same time, the person's not even making a fucking move. That's so weird. Not to be judgy or anything, but that's weird. Okay, well, let's get some of these. Well, it looks like success. Yay for you guys. Eventually, if you can ever actually make a move. Alright, let's see here. And please stop self-medicating. Okay. Alright, what messages are there for all zodiac signs for January 5th through Monday, January 8th? What messages, timelines, encouraging words are there for all zodiac signs? And when will they start seeing the truth? There is something better, you guys. Something better than alcohol and meaningless sex. And repressing all your emotions. And the thing is, I think you know it too, but you're trying to drown it out. You know there's something better out there. Okay. Kind of like, do I want to know? Do I want to know? Alright, let's see. What else is there? There's something better. What else do we got here? Let's go. Love these cards. They're so pretty. And they're so concise and straight to the point. I am going to read some of the meanings in the books. Oh, it's over there. Okay, what messages are there for all zodiac signs for this weekend, January 5th through Monday, January 8th? What messages are there? What messages are there for the angel answers from the angel? No. I feel like they're getting onto you because that's an exclamation point. Saying, no, don't do this. There's something better. Okay, okay. Remain positive. And I told you that earlier. I told you so. Okay, one more message. There's so much negativity and sadness. And you're just hiding it. You're grieving quietly. Abundance. There's so much out there for you. And this is there's something better, but there's a whole lot of something better out there. So Please stop being sad. I don't think that's meant because there's like 4 or 5 cards there. So 1 more card. That way we'll have 5. No, let's do 2 more so we'll have 6, like the 6 of Cups. Okay, let's do 2 more cards. Or apparently fucking 3. Success again. We already knew that. That's why it's not. It doesn't matter. Okay. A year from now. That was on the top, so I probably should. A year from now, you need to be in a different spot. Only if you trust and believe. Okay, so it's over here. So you gotta cut all this shit out within a year. Okay. That's a long ass time. How about a day? Okay, I wish these were numbered. Okay. There's something better. Maybe they're in alphabetical order. Yes, they are. Yes. Okay, heaven has something wonderful in mind for you. However, it's not the same thing you have planned. Ask yourself, what would you rather have? The very thing you're asking for? Or something that would make you much happier and more fulfilled? Sometimes God has joys in store for us that we could never imagine on our own. Open your mind and heart to the possibility that you deserve even more than what you're asking for. Trust your angels to guide you in new and exciting directions. Okay, then we had no. I'm not showing you my bubbles. If you don't know what that means, then you didn't watch my other video. And I do apologize for being weird. Okay, no with an exclamation point. The response to your inquiry is a firm no. You needn't worry though, as you will see why this was the perfect answer as time goes by. So again, you're getting a no because there's something better for you out there, okay? All right, abundance. And I just feel like, there's that verse, God gives us more than what we can ask for. All right, great abundance will find its way into your life. Your plans will yield prosperity, providing a sense of security about the future. Your angels will be with you as you take the actions necessary to manifest your dreams. Abundance is not always financial in nature. You may be seeking to manifest new ideas, a large circle of friends, vibrant health, or romantic love. This card can also reflect an inflow of any of these types of treasures into your life. Open your arms to heaven to receive with gratitude that which you desire. Okay. Remain positive. Oh, there it is. The angels are asking you to keep an optimistic attitude. There is a very positive momentum beginning to build toward the creation of your desires. You're speeding your dreams along by maintaining a cheerful and confident demeanor. It may seem as though your plans are taking a long time to manifest, but very soon you will see a change. Don't allow yourself to lose hope when your dreams are so close to coming true. Okay, success. I forgot about that one. Cool, I did. Congratulations, you are on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation, as it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. It's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Take time to enjoy peace in your life. Okay, a year from now. The event you're asking about will occur within this year or soon after. Okay, so it's not exactly 1 year from now, it's within this year's frame. If not, like maybe a couple days after. During this time interval, you're encouraged to stay optimistic and to continue with self-care activities and other preparations for your desire. Remember that other people's free will choices are involved. Your angels are presently working behind the scenes on your behalf, even if you can't immediately see the evidence of your answered prayers. And then, if you believe, what you need right now is faith. You can have what you desire, but you must believe that it can be so. Stay positive and visualize the outcome you're hoping for. Set aside all negativity or pessimism in favor of a sunny outlook. The law of attraction brings to us what we expect to receive. If our perception is that we deserve great things, then we will attract happiness. If we fall into doubt and don't believe in our own self-worth, then our experiences will match that energy. Believe in yourself and your cherished dreams. All right. And of course we had success, which is still at the bottom. It's going to be successful. You're just going to have to wait a little bit and work on yourself, okay? All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed your weekend reading. And don't forget about the High Priestess. I'm going to go hide her in a second, okay? All right. Good luck.